This is the S21 FE, also known as the Samsung Galaxy S21 Fan Edition, a successor to the S20 Fan Edition. Well, of course, there was a bit of a delay in the release of the device as it was supposed to have been out late 2021. But hey, it's finally here and I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and experience so far with the device. Now, just like the Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition, the S21 Fan Edition packs the flagship features from the S21 series at an affordable price. But also, it cuts some corners to keep the price low. For $699 or 4,599 Ghana cedis, here is what you get on the device. The build looks quite similar to that of the Galaxy S21 with some minor tweaks. The rear side has a textured matte finish which is quite different compared to the smooth and glossy feel from the S21 lineup, which to me makes it very pleasant to hold and very comfortable in the hands. The device has a metal chassis which houses the volume rocker and power buttons. At the bottom, we have the USB Type-C charging port, a mono speaker, the SIM tray, and a microphone port. You could notice the antenna bands right on the sides of the device and underneath the device. Now, finalizing the features of the build, this device comes in 4 color options: the olive green, graphite, lavender, and the white. The variant I have with me is the olive green variant. When it comes to display, it's a 6.4-inch 120Hz 1080p dynamic AMOLED 2x display. It has a flat display, which is quite cool to see because the curved displays are mostly uncomfortable to handle, and most people with wet palms complain about dropping their devices a lot. So having a flat display is very great. Now also, the display is made from one of the toughest glasses in the game, which is the Gorilla Glass Victus. Now this doesn't mean your device won't get cracked if you drop it at certain heights, so please be careful and get an additional glass protection if you can. The device has a nice screen with thin, even bezels and a slightly thicker chin. With a super satisfying smooth 120Hz displays, Samsung says your thumb will thank you because it feels very great to use, and you're not even kidding. The device comes with 120Hz turned on by default, so if for some reason you want to disable it, you'd have to head on to the settings, go to display, and switch motion smoothness to standard from high. It really is a nice feature though, although I wish it had an adaptive style so it could switch whenever it was needed so as to preserve battery life. When it comes to content consumption, watching videos on YouTube or Netflix, you get one of the greatest experiences. This is because the display of the phone is a true 10-bit display, so you can view and experience HDR content, whether HDR10 or Dolby Vision. Another interesting part about the display is the ability to use it outdoors. At 1200 nits of peak brightness, it is very easy to use the device in broad daylight, as viewing content on the phone won't be something you have to struggle with. Up top is the 32 megapixel selfie camera, adding up to make the punch hole display, or Infinity O like Samsung would put it. It has a highly responsive optical fingerprint scanner that sits right at the bottom of the display. Now, if you're still watching the video at this point, consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification icon for more videos like these, and don't forget to leave a like as well if you are enjoying it. Depending on your region, you are likely to get either an Exynos 2100 processor or the Snapdragon 888 processor. Either of these chipsets comes coupled with 6 or 8 GB of RAM and 128 or 256 GB of internal storage. Overall performance matches up to its flagship device, the Galaxy S21, because opening apps and switching between them is buttery smooth, especially because of its 240Hz touch sampling rate. And of course, if you're on the 120Hz motion smoothness, I mean, you would get some smooth feel when you're scrolling between apps as well. Out of the box, you'll be getting the Samsung One UI 4.0 based on Android 12. Great UI, great experience so far with the device. Some major improvements like Material U, which allows you to change the colors of your icons and notification toggle to suit your preferred taste and the wallpaper on the device. Another feature is that the top right corner of your device your device notifies you of a feature you are using. Now this happens more often when I open the camera app and the recording app. There's a small camera icon in green that pops up to notify you that you are using the camera. And it's a good feature because it will help you put you on alert if a hacker breaks into your device and tries to sneak into your camera without your permission. But then of course, Knox security has got you covered, so there's no need to even worry about hackers at all. The device comes with a 4,500 mAh battery capacity with 25 watts super fast wired charging and 15 watts fast wireless charging. Your phone should be juiced up in an hour and 22 minutes with the 25 watts fast charging. The device has an IP68 dust and water resistance, so you could possibly go swimming with it, but there is a limit, so please do not take my word for it. This awesome device comes with a triple rear camera setup with a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 12 megapixel wide or main lens, and an 8 megapixel telephoto lens. When it comes to taking pictures in good lighting conditions, this device stands out in every aspect. There is HDR, which does a very good job in eliminating overexposed areas in the shot. The engineering there is very superb. It has a very good stance at taking portrait shots. Although it struggles a little bit with edge detection, it's still great at portrait shots. Now both cameras, which is the selfie and the rear, shoot video of up to 40K at 60 FPS. So this is the video footage in 1080p at 60 FPS. There's the ability to use the zoom from here straight up to 10 times. From 1 times to 10 times. I don't think it's a feature anyone would be using, but if you want to try it out, that is an option for you there as well. Up to the selfie camera, which also shoots video at 1080p 60 FPS, can go as high as 4K 60 FPS. My skin though looks a bit smoothened up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, whether or if this would be a feature you'd want to try to have on the Galaxy S21 FE. I mean, on the S21 series are getting 8K, this is actually great. There's a dual video recording mode which makes use of both the selfie camera and the rear cameras at the same time. More like the director's mode on the S21, but doesn't give you the ability to switch between the lenses of the rear cameras. It still gets the job done though, and I love it. Here are some video and image samples of the Galaxy S21 FE. So these are my thoughts about the S21 FE. Great all-rounder, perfect build, superb display with great performance and a good or great camera. I'm Delpy and this has been it for the Galaxy S21 Fun Edition. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, don't forget to share it and subscribe as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you're willing to get one of these devices. I'll leave affiliate links in the description so you can click on them and purchase them as well. Once again, I'm Delpy. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.